Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's like 8 degrees out here. It says that it feels like 1. That's cold. So in my last video, I spoke about how we have a new sponsor, Rally Armor. Welcome to the team, and we're more than happy to be part of your team. Super awesome. I am actually ecstatic to have our first sponsor after only a week of putting this out there, and I cannot wait to see how this partnership goes. Y'all should take a look at their website, take a look at their protective equipment, such as their mud flaps, and buy some. Trust me, they're worth it. They are truly worth it. Ours will be here hopefully by Monday, Tuesday at the latest, and we'll be doing an install video next week. And I'll show you what I've had on my car for the time being. But yeah, check them out. Ask them some questions. Go check out their website. Go check out pictures of them. You won't regret it, trust me. They're a great company with a great product, who are right now supporting a great cause. And I'm super excited to be working with them. So yeah, we're gonna do an oil change today. So, as many of you know, we're doing an oil change. One thing we gotta go over is that beauty right there. Crawford V3 AOS separator. A lot of people have complained saying, I wouldn't say complain, more like made observations without even buying it, that you're gonna get milky oil from the moisture buildup because it doesn't have coolant running through it. Well, I'm gonna debunk that theory, being the fact that I live in a place where I'm getting negative 35 every now and then. As you know, it feels like 1 degree out here today. We had negative 60 degree wind chill last weekend. My car did not want to start. Yeah, you're right. It's 2018 with 20,000 miles on it, and it had a hard time starting. But I guess negative 60 will do that to you too. So yeah, this Crawford V3 air oil separator is probably one of the least invasive air oil separators. It literally takes less than 2 hours to install because you have to pull the AC compressor out and off to the side. You don't have to actually pull it completely out of the car. You just have to push it off the side so you can get to the crankcase vent, or the CCV. The PCV valve, that's the one that sucks. That one's horrible. That one you better have some tiny little fingers, which I don't. So it took me a few minutes to get that one out. But this actually works off the heat of the engine, and it cools down with the engine, heats up with the engine. So it actually defies the moisture. It gets rid of it while it's cooling down and warming up. So let's get to this oil change. I got my 10 millimeter wrench here, socket on a wrench. You're wondering, why do you need a 10 millimeter socket? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's because I had this cool thing called a TBW skid plate. It's a beautiful thing. Now I'm see if I can fit you guys underneath here with me. So, this is your drain plug door. Nice little protective thing. This skid plate actually took quite a hit a few weeks ago. The door pops off. I gotta go get a tool.
Oh, there's my little drip pan. Yeah, she's beat up. She's about like, I don't know, 7 years old. I don't really buy drip pans very often. Mainly because I got a really nice drip pan now that wouldn't really work for this because of the fact that trying to get oil over me. Oh, would you look at that and get any oil on me? This is just to do this video.
New part. Instantly, some of you know what it is. This is a Fumoto valve. They're like 20, 30 bucks. They're not expensive. A lot of people go for the long spout on the end here. I don't really care for it, being the fact that I've already damaged my skid plate once. If my skid plate gets damaged again, this will actually be further away from it, so it won't get damaged again. So yeah, there's actually no torque spec on this thing. Actually, I watched a video a while back to kind of get an idea of what I wanted to do, if I wanted to buy one or if I wanted to stick with the original drain plug. But one of the videos I watched, the guy was saying that it was torqued to 30 pounds. Maybe it was a different one. I swear it wasn't though. But yeah, they just say for torque specs, an 1/8 to 1/4 turn past hand tight. Might go a little bit further than that. Not much. It's brass, so it's gonna actually, you have a really good chance of snapping it if you go too far with it. So if you ever buy one of these, remember that it's brass. It's not this baby, which is solid steel. Okay, steel, brass. Doesn't break so easy. Breaks pretty damn easy. The good news is the drain plug will go in my car in a plastic baggie, so that if this does break going down the road, all I gotta do is call for somebody to give me some oil. So yeah, let's get to it. Looking at this oil, there's a bunch of bubbles in there because she was still draining when I pulled her out. But I mean, if you look, there is no discoloration in this oil. And I don't see any, shining gold flakes, which is good in this case. If I was digging in dirt, it'd be good if I found some cool flakes though. So yeah, I don't see any discoloration here. So for those of you who say that the Crawford V3 is not a good way to go if you live in a colder temp, because of possible contamination of the oil, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. This proves it. You can have your own opinion. I would never ever push my opinion on anybody. I mean, there is some rainbowing effect from gasoline byproducts getting in there. It is an air oil separator, so it does take unspent fuel and other gases and dump them back in. So I can expect some a little discoloration in it, but there's no water. And I can tell the difference between oil and water, or water and fuel in oil, because I've blown a head gasket and I've had it where I was like dumping fuel into the oil. So I know what the difference looks like. So let's get to putting this Fumoto valve in. I gotta wipe my hand first. But I should probably get this oil pan out of the way, so bear with me. The oil is obviously not done draining. So I guess we're gonna rotate some tires. It's cold outside, so I guess that's one of the reasons why she doesn't want to drain very fast. Plus, I probably should pull the dipstick out. It's a little trick I learned. Also, another good idea is to try to remove your, well, I guess it's not as strong as I thought it was. The oil cap here. God gave us tools for this. Again. So, I'll get you guys close here. Take a look. Oh no! So that's what she looks like. Now you see a little cylinder there. That's where the actual lever is. Lever's tucked way back in there. So, one last piece. Back here in the back. I know. Shaky and troubled again. There he is. At it again. Messing his videos up. Well, I'm working underneath a tight space here. So you have to kind of, you know, forgive me. So you got this little doodad. That side goes over the lever. It says Fumoto. Whoop, whoop. So, I just gotta figure out where I put mine. So it's just, you know, a little added security. If I were you, I'd get it. If you have any doubts at all of this product, I'd get it. And so that concludes this end of it. I'm gonna quickly grab a rag, clean her up all the way around, and get the door back on, and then drop the car. Changing my oil. So, got my nifty little funnel. I actually got this thing like years ago, and it's actually worked on every vehicle I've ever owned. Oh, so beautiful. Actually, a lot of you don't know this, but I used to be wicked into rock crawling. I had a 1985 Toyota pickup, extra cab with a 22R, and it ran completely off of propane. No gasoline, just propane. And the greatest part about running propane is you see how great of a color this oil is? Exact same color after 3 months of running that truck. Propane does not have carbon deposit in it, so I'll let that drain for a minute. So it keeps your engine clean. When I finally blew a head gasket, and it wasn't due to the propane. It was actually a worthless head gasket. I ended up having to put a different one in. I had to rebuild the whole motor actually, because for some reason, even though the head was marked that it was right for my truck, it was the wrong head for my truck. So I had zero compression, and it starved my top end and a little bit of my lower end. Wore through all the bearings. It was bad. But it only cost me, I think, what, $500 to rebuild the whole motor, 22R. God, that thing has so much power. Oh, I do miss that truck. It's up for sale again. I saw this will be the third owner, and I just sold it. No joke. Back in 2017. Yeah, I sold it back in 2017. It's 2019, and it's already been through 3 people. Yeah, I had that truck for over 10 years. I love that truck. But with having a kid, responsibilities, I didn't have time for it. That thing took more work than this car does. And I do most of this work. So, one thing I've learned with this car is give her another quart, and then usually a half a quart at the end will top it right off to where it needs to be. We'll give her a second to drain out. So anyways, back to topics. So the V3 seems to be working great. I love it. It was the lowest priced one, which I know you sometimes, and I've said it before, you get what you pay for. The fog lights that I have go to show. I went cheap, paying for it now, but I get to get my yellow lens fog lights like I want. So, but yeah, it's definitely a great addition to the motor. Because these motors are direct injection, you don't get the gasoline and the additives that you can throw in your gas tank to clean up the backside of your valves anymore. It goes straight into the combustion chamber. So all that carbon and stuff that you're getting from your EGR and your PCV, all of that is just gumming up the backside of your valves. And I mean, if y'all look it up, you'll see how bad it can get. And then you have to go into walnut shell blasting, which the prices that some people are asking to do it is outrageous. I mean, it's like $600. Was one price I saw, and BMW is one of the ones that does it. Subaru doesn't yet. I've called and asked, and they said they don't do it yet, but BMW dealerships, some of them do it because they have the same problem. But these cars, usually around 20 to 30,000 miles, it becomes a problem. You start losing mile per gallon power. Spend the $300, $400, $500 right now. Get yourself an air wheel separator. You are going to thank yourself later. Because walnut shell blasting, you have to tear the whole top of this motor apart, take the TGVs off, and then pay somebody to do it. Now, I myself would buy the equipment. I actually looked it up. The equipment alone is like $300, $400. And then you just got to buy walnut shells. I'm a pretty experienced mechanic, so I know how to do it. But for those of you who have to pay for it, and you're going to be paying $500, $600, I'm going to go out and buy the equipment, and I'm going to make $500, $600 helping out other people, which I wouldn't charge that much. Me, I would charge like $200, $300. Being the fact that that's how nice I am, and I think a lot of these days people are overpricing things. But walnut shell blasting does take time and effort, and so there is a reason why it costs as much as it does. So anyways, pretty sure this thing's done draining. We'll get her started up. I'm gonna bring it in my car. I haven't cleaned it out in 2 weeks. Actually wiped her down and vacuumed it out because of all the storms we've had and how cold it's been. The only reason I'm out here freezing my butt off this morning with you people, I know you're all sitting in your houses or cars, staying warm, laughing at me because I'm out here in 8-degree weather. Feels like 1 degree. Playing around and with my engine oil. But hey, you know what? I like to have fun. And I like to keep things interesting. So if y'all think that this is pretty fun to watch, me, some guy from Vermont freeze his butt off, comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel about this video, please, as we get near the end. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through the tire rotation on the driver's side. It just seems kind of dumb. What a waste of time. So bear with me as I get this baby started. Woo! I almost slipped and fell. That was a nice catch. Did like a karate chopping action move. My groin hurts now though. All right, that's my baby. Ready? Ooh, I love that sound. I know, I love the Subaru Rumble a lot more, I do. But these cars do sound really nice. You gotta turn the heat down. Now, I usually run it for about 5 to 10, 20 to 30 seconds for me. People say 5 to 10 seconds. These cars have a turbo, so you gotta give it added time. In my mind, that's my opinion, my professional opinion. Whatever you have an idea of, whatever you read, go with it. This is just my ideas. I would push my ideas upon anyone, and I don't want anybody to push their ideas upon me, so we'll just leave it at that. So I think she's good right now. Had enough time to just cycle the oil through. Woo! It's very dangerous by my car today. Very, very dangerous. So, usually you wait a few minutes, check the oil, and I'm not gonna make y'all wait through that. So yeah, super excited about the new sponsor, Rally Armor. Make sure you go out and get yourself some Rally Armors for your car. They're a great protective item, protecting your paint, your undercarriage, and it's also protecting the vehicle behind you. Yes, they're expensive, but there's a reason why they're expensive. You gotta remember they have research and development. They have a really great product that they can back. So if you ask me, $172 for a product that somebody took the time to make right and put the right materials into it, I'd buy it any day. Now, I myself, I couldn't afford them. I wanted them so badly, and I'll show you guys what I did instead next weekend when we put them on. They should be here by Monday. But check out Rally Armor. Check out the gear and the equipment they got. They got some pretty cool hats and t-shirts too. They just came out with some new mud flaps. Let's check those out. A lot of breast cancer awareness stuff. That's another big thing. Once we've raised enough money for Mission 22, we also want to start helping out cancer foundations also. But that's a later date. That's just a hope and a dream. So we're just going to take it one step at a time. Mission 22 has partnered with us. Any donations that we get in towards the build, 22% of it will go to them. Any donations that you want us to give to Mission 22, go straight to Mission 22, 100%. But if you want to donate to the build, we're going to give 22% of that money to Mission 22. We're going to be getting some vinyls and stickers made up for the car, maybe some t-shirts if we had the money. That's the biggest thing, is we don't have a lot of money. So I'm literally having to scrounge some up, do a little extra here and there to make sure this build gets moving. And Rally Armor was a huge help by giving us a part sponsorship. And I can't wait to try out their MF32 mud flaps. Stay tuned so you can see what color they are. And we're also going to do the install video. But yeah, check out Rally Armor. And I guess we're going to call it a day because I got to get done. We got to go grocery shopping, which is a long process. A lot of you that have children may know. And I don't want to be out on the road all day. Tomorrow we'll be back with another video. We're going on a cruise/meet with Subaru Team Vermont Facebook page. We're gonna meet at a at a location, then we're going to drive out to Sugar Bush and do a big group picture. I'll get some good pictures of the car while I'm up there, and we'll do some video. And hopefully, one of my best friends can come with me. If not, if he has to work, then the wife and kid are going to come with me and see what the Subaru family really is. So, stay tuned. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends all about us. And please check out Rally Armor. They have amazing products. And I really hope that some of you will see this video and take the chance and buy some. Go out there and buy a quality product to protect your car. So anyways, comment below, like, share, subscribe. Stay safe and keep it between the ditches.